Here's a hypothetical question. It's deep in the winter season, and a friend comes to you and says you have the choice of going on a weekend vacation to Aspen, Colorado, or, wait for it, Colville, Utah. On the surface, the answer seems obvious, because Aspen is a well-known locale and beautiful. Who would pick Colville, a small town really no one has ever heard of, over a big-time winter destination? The answer? Anyone who wants to experience every aspect of winter and something new around every corner. Colville, Utah is a very small community that sits along Interstate 80 about halfway between Sundance Filmtown Park City and Evanston, Wyoming. During the summer, Echo Reservoir is Colville's main attraction, with fishing and water skiing being the main excuse for outsiders to venture through town, along with plenty of camping opportunities on both sides of the water. But let's face it though, right now, water skiing in this part of the Rockies is nothing more than a fantasy. The closest you're going to get is maybe an enjoyable afternoon ice fishing. So with winter putting an unfortunate kibosh on actually getting wet, what's there to do? Well, for a man like Ken Rawson, the answer to that question is as plain as the snow on the ground. And it all begins on a snowmobile.
The MirrorLake Highway complex actually can be accessed from the Utah side in a couple different ways. The 14 and a half miles out of Camas, there's a soapstone parking lot. And it's a great ride there over to Bear River, which is about 35 miles. You go over Bald Mountain, past Mirror Lake. There's some small play areas along the side for the novice riders, and there's some more experienced areas for other riders. You can also access it from the Knoblet side, which you come up over the Soapstone Basin, back into the Soapstone parking lot and up that way. Both places will end up at Bear River Station, which you can even go further east up over Elizabeth Pass into Wyoming.
The Mirror Lake Snowmobile Complex offers over 150 miles of groomed trails with multiple play areas along the way for snowmobilers who are looking for powdered bowls or just some boondocking through the trees. What is normally a highway during the warmer months of the year becomes the perfect thoroughfare for winter revelers of all types.
The trails are always groomed so well there. And there are skiers up there, and there's dog sleds up there, so you need to watch out for them too. But in addition, there's the famous or infamous double hill off of Whitney Lake, Whitney Ranger Station up there, a great place to go in, have lunch, come back out. Gold Hill, Murdoch Basin, lots of places you can get off and play.
With many snowmobile areas, basically all you get is a parking lot and some trails and play areas. Now normally that's enough. At the end of the day, you trailer up and that's it. But with the Mirror Lake Complex and nearby hamlets like Colville, you actually have a lot more options than just going out and playing, particularly if you want to make a weekend out of it.
You know, a lot of this past year and the last couple of years with the economic conditions as they are, people are staying closer to home. Instead of going a long ways to ride, they're staying closer to home. Colville has some accommodations, certainly Evanston does. There are some cabins at Bear River, places that you could stay in and make a couple different trips, over a couple days.
The Mirror Lake trails interconnect with several other snowmobile complexes, including Strawberry and Mill Hollow, allowing riders to access several hundred more miles of groomed trails, mountain meadows, and high mark hills. Leaving from one trailhead outside Camas or Colville, Utah, and you could literally explore for weeks without hitting the same trail twice, and in some cases, sled right up to a rental cabin without having to trailer your machine at all. From Wolf Creek Pass to the Knoblets Trailhead, the Mirror Lake Complex offers snow for sledheads, cross-country skiers, even dog sledders. There are more well-known winter destinations out in the Rockies, and they all have their own charms and beauty. But here along the groomed trails of the Mirror Lake Highway, you can find something new. Plus, unlike Aspen, Colorado, you'll never have to wait in any lift lines before you can enjoy the snow.
Well, I think all the complexes that we have, the 9 complexes that are there, are all well groomed. You got a good trail to ride for those that like doing that. They're well mapped, and so it's a great avenue of recreation for all kinds of people, all different ages.
For At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Heumann.